Alright, hello everyone! Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we returned to Fatana Drifts and got ourselves the Wave Beam. So this wavy beam, doesn't necessarily go through a lot of objects, but it is electrical based. And it is technically more powerful than our current beam. So, we need to make our way up, because there is a wave beam door that we didn't see, that we now have access to. Also, now we can kill these things. And just to show, they are drawn to the charge beam. So do be wary of that. Hear my alarmo going off. Might do Pikmin later this year, seeing that was my Pikmin one that just went off. So we want to come up here. Now there is a missable scan coming up, so do be ready. This piece of ice, this is a missable scan. The hanging rock structure appears to have a weak point near its base. Some stalactites can be dislodged from the ceilings, allowing them to be used as platforms to cross otherwise unreachable areas. So be sure to scan that, because these stalactites, they are missable scans. You can end up missing them and screw yourself out of 100% logbook completion. So make sure you scan that before you break it down. There are... my phone just went off. There are other stalactites, but they're not as frequent. Oh. Also, if you're playing the GameCube version, be sure to scan this creature, because this is a missable scan due to a bug. The Ice Shriekback, ice-encased ceiling dwellers. Like standard Shriekbats, these creatures are easily spotted with their thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings, subsisting on insects, reptiles, and small mammals. Fiercely territorial, they will dive bomb into anything that wanders near air and kill themselves. But yeah, be sure you scan that, because the Ice Shriekbacks, they are actually a missable scan in the GameCube version. So in the original release, due to a bug. So at some point in the story, they'll just disappear and you'll never be able to scan the Ice Shriekbat ever again, if you didn't manage to scan it while you could. Let's go through this door. I don't know what on earth hurt me. Alright, they're not new. Blast our way through. Blast you away. Right now we're in this area. So let's activate this. Open those up. We can't go up that currently. Let's get into this. Open these hatches up, which will activate this bomb chute that we can go to. So let's activate it. And flood the area. This is on a time limit. And doing this will get you an energy tank. But we also want to raise the water levels, that way we can reach a door. Yeah, you want to grab that energy tank first and foremost, as it can be easily missable if you're not paying attention. Let's bring back the floods. Alright, we get 3 doors. This one's currently locked. Door has no power. The nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit. It radiates some heat that is invisible inside the normal spectrum. We need to find a way to power this. Now, I think one is the way to go. Yeah, this door, I don't think we can reach it. Yeah, I think it's a bit too far away. We could try. Oh no, we could reach it. Ah, because this leads to a save point. I thought there was a save point in this room. So now we have an easy to access save point. So I know where to end the episode. Let's jump over here and see what lies beyond the wave beam door. It's death. And a space pirate. Shadow pirate. Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technologies. This gear drains high levels of power, however, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. I love the electrical death of the space pirates. They're like, oh, I give up on life. Auto turret malfunction. Geez, I wonder why. Energy, empty status tank used for biological specimens. I forget if that shadow pirate is missable. I know there are some pirates that are missable scans. The pirates now know where we are. So yes, there are times where the doors will lock behind you, and you need to kill everything in the room in order to unlock the doors. Also, do scan these guys. These are a different type of pirate. Space pirates, sentient aggressor species, well trained in weapons and melee combat. Space pirates will galvanic accelerator cannons and forearm mounted scythes in combat. This species seeks to become the dominant force in the galaxy, and their technology may help them realize this goal. Ruthless and immoral, the pirates care little for the cost of their ambition. Only the results matter, and they take these very seriously. Also, if you hit him with a fully charged cannon, you will stun them briefly. The doors have been unlocked. Yeah, so that's going to be the annoying thing about space pirates, as often times they will lock the doors if they come into contact with you, forcing you to kill everybody. Okay, let's get the map data. We unlock the map data for this area. So we found what looks like to be a research base. And a fairly big one too. We got an arena here that we can't get to yet. So we're going to have to explore this base. Phazon ore appears to bind through Phazon energy. Thermal imaging is required to detect the highest concentration of radioactivity, which serves to bind the stones together. Imaging research is being conducted in the containment vault area of the facility. So it sounds like there's something there for us. Phazon ore is extremely durable and blast resistant. Although the armor-like qualities of the shell provides ample protection, thermal imaging can be used to detect weak areas in the casting. Improvements must be made to the shell in the event that these weaknesses are to be found by aggressors. East Quarantine Cave is restricted to blue level security. Authorized personnel permitted entry only after bioscan. Project Titan specimen is immobilized in the quarantine area. Relocation is recommended due to increased violent activity. There's something. Force field access only through space pirate bioimaging. Impossible to breach. Oh, we got guns. Continue onward. Yeah, we'll continue a little bit. Oh, we got a force field. This force field blocks the entrance. Something nearby must be able to deactivate it. Access to research lab. Hydra granted. This is their research lab. I love pirates. Somebody's shooting and this guy's just doing my work. Like, doo 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 doo. This is just a normal Saturday. Access to research lab AFER, limited to Team Serena only. Personnel bound for Hollow Observatory must use West Elevator. Increased acidity levels recorded in Phazon atomic bath. This is likely the side effect of Phazon ingested by test subjects. Ice beetle infestation in Ice Vault region has been 95% exterminated. It reports any sightings to security immediately.
Recording to logbook.
Log 10-5158. Our initial test exposing Talon 4's indigenous parasites to the Phazon appears to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggression are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience. It appears possible that given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will be refined. We are currently have a 100% extinction rate. Is that extinction or extraction rate? After the orphan fusion, and most survivors of the yeah, I think that was supposed to be extinction. And survivors of the third infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experiments will result in success. Phazon fluid bath levels at 70%. Checking diagnostics per procedure. 12 12-003-8. Stasis tank is operational but currently empty. Specimen 043E deceased. Vital signs. Cold dampering appears stable. Elevator operational. Specimen 029. Life signs normal. Pulse at 140%. Mass increased by 4%.
Recording to logbook.
Been entered. Space Pirates decrypted. Log 10-344-8. We have concluded that the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have very little reliable data. Indication points of a meteor of an unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. The material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms significantly to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in a single generation. Reproduction plan to establish a full science team on Talon 4 are being finalized.
Recording to logbook.
Space Pirates encrypted. Log 10N-587-7. Mining operations have begun near the crater where the Phazon appears to be the most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows, increasing several incidents of Phazon introduced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life forms regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline represents for the refinery operation is recommended as the material produced more unstable than initial analysis is indicated. Searmome S-A is undergoing relocation to Lab Hydra. Subjects transfer ordered after a production increase in aberrant behavior. Security clearance is ADR-13. Phazon infusion within Central Energy Core at Extrenum S-A is at 70% sanitation. Increased dosage appears viable.
Recording to logbook.
Space Pirates Log 10N-712-1. Most terraforming and refining of security checkpoints on Talon 4 is complete, but we have continued to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must assume that the creatures are either slipping in undetected during our daily personal moves, or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. That we have found many of small breaches this latter sort and plugged them whenever we can, but it's unlikely we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timeline. And with that, I think we'll end things off here. In the next episode, we will go further into the lab. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. And share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.